What's up, Earthlings? So Game of Thrones is about to premiere pretty soon and I'm pretty excited about it. That's why I decided to make this video. Game of Thrones has become a cultural phenomenon in its 6-year run. Even people who don't watch the show know who Jon Snow and the Khaleesi are. And if you're like me and you're super excited for season 7, there's some key points that you should expect to see in the upcoming season. Number 1. Daenerys Targaryen is the reincarnation of Aegon the Conqueror. For those who don't know, which you definitely should if you consider yourself a Thrones fan, Aegon Targaryen, also known as Aegon the Conqueror or Aegon the Dragon, was the first king of the Seven Kingdoms and the founding father of the Great Targaryen Empire that ruled the Seven Kingdoms for more than 400 years, leading to Robert Baratheon's rebellion that saw the last Targaryen king, Aerys II Targaryen, or the Mad King, or Daenerys' dad, usurped from the Iron Throne. Aegon and his two sister wives Viserion and Rhaenys Targaryen rode their 3 dragons, Balerion the Black Dread, who was the largest and the most fierce dragon that ever lived, Vhagar and Meraxes respectively, into Westeros, in what was known as the Wars of the Conquest, therefore establishing themselves as the sovereign rulers of the land. That's why House Targaryen's sigil is a 3-headed dragon, and not because Daenerys has 3 of them. Current events see Queen Daenerys performing somewhat the same acts, that is, riding into Westeros with her 3 dragons to take the Iron Throne and eventually becoming the sole ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. It's also worth noting that Drogon and Balerion have a lot of similarities, with both of them having red and black scales and being the largest of their sibling dragons. Number 2. The Mad Queen Theory. The Mad Queen theory was first realized in season 6 when we thought Daenerys was turning to the dark side, but now we can confirm that Cersei is going to take this not so envied title. Queen Cersei, who now sits on the Iron Throne, is a complicated character for sure. She is mostly ruthless and stern, but also seemed to have a glimmer of goodness inside her, which was attributed to her kids. Cersei, like most mothers, adored her children and, well, as she put it, burned cities to the ground for them. That, however, has gone to the dogs, seeing that they're now all dead. She really doesn't have anything to live for but power. The popular Mad Queen theory suggests that Cersei will tumble down a path similar to that of the Mad King, and might want to burn all of King's Landing with wildfire before surrendering it to Daenerys. And seeing that she already had her go with burning the Great Sept of Baelor in the finale of season 5, she might want to do it again in a grander scale this season. It's also really cool that in the Long Walk promo, which was the first promo that Game of Thrones posted on YouTube, the lyric "Touched by Madness" can be heard in 22 seconds of the video when it cuts to Cersei. Number 3. The Valonqar theory. I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah. In the first episode of season 5, we watched a young Cersei meet with a witch who would foretell her future. She prophesied that Cersei would marry the king, who in this case is Robert Baratheon, and not the prince, who she meant to be Rhaegar Targaryen, and that she would have 3 children with her brother Jaime, while the king would have 10 with his mistresses. What the show didn't show us was the prophecy about who would end Cersei's life, the Valonqar, and the witch is quoted in the book saying, "And when your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar shall wrap his hands about your pale white throat and choke the life from you." Valonqar is High Valyrian for younger brother, of which Cersei has 2, her twin brother Jaime, who's younger by a couple of minutes, and Tyrion, who is 4 years younger. The jury is still out on which of them will kill her, but most theories point to it being Jaime, seeing as he killed Daenerys' dad and became the Kingslayer. He would be perfect as a Queenslayer. Plus Tyrion already killed their father Tywin, so the show might lean more towards Jaime performing his very own Lannister murder. Number 4. Viserion's death and resurrection to the dark side. Viserion, one of Daenerys' dragons, is apparently set to die this season at the hands of the Night King. This is going by the leaked season script we got last year and isn't attached to any fan theory. It's however very possible. The Night King will then use his necromancy magic to bring back the dead dragon as an ice dragon, therefore making himself Viserion's very first rider. Rhaegar will then be ridden by Jon Snow, since he was named after his biological dad, Rhaegar Targaryen, Daenerys' older brother and heir to the Iron Throne, while Daenerys keeps Drogon, of course. This achieves balance, seeing as the Night King is ice, Dany is fire, and Jon is both fire and ice. And the 5th and final thing that's for sure going to happen this season is longer runtime for episodes. One episode of Game of Thrones runs for about 50 minutes. But with the show dropping down from 10 to just 7 episodes this season, this could suggest that each episode will be given a little bit more time to play out, since the showrunners promised to give us the same overall runtime as previous seasons. HBO has already confirmed that the premiere episode will run for 59 minutes, while some unconfirmed sources even suggest episodes that will run for more than 1 hour straight. So those are top 5 things that we can expect to see from season 7. Since Game of Thrones is coming out this week, let's wait to see which ones come true. Which ones do you think will happen? Which ones do you think will not? What are you looking forward to most from Game of Thrones this season? And do you think they'll kill off Cersei this season, or do you think they'll wait to do it in the next season? Plus, the big old question, who do you think will win the Iron Throne? Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're watching this for the first time and you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, stay safe and don't be basic.